You are now listening to a Doc Martin production.
Get those nerds! Frackin' nerds!
They say the meek will inherit the earth. We say the nerds are already in control. Welcome to the Frackin' Nerds, episode number 295. I'm your host, Doc Martin, and we will be going, well, we went to this guy a couple times on the last couple shows. So the guy who is now just getting major heat from the people he works with, that's our own Joshua Carabello.
Yeah, I wasn't in fucking Wisconsin fighting other guys named Joshua because my name is Joshua. And second of all, yes, this bullshit about my background is starting to get very annoying. And my coworkers seem to have nothing better to do than bother me about it. I tell them to watch the fucking show, but they still watch until I pop up.
No. Please watch the show. Please give him more, because we try to, we bring it up every episode about what he needs to work on.
Not Class could give two shits about what's behind me. You. I don't get mad about Class when he starts out doing shit, but Josh, you need this lighting. Prick.
Well, the guy who actually is taking my advice for what he should do for his show, that's our own from the Indiana side. He craves that hunt. That's Chris Class.
That's me. Yeah, well, it's when I did my live feed yesterday, doing the unboxing and building of Darkfather, I had a couple comments saying, "Oh, looking all professional and shit." I was like, "All right, so maybe it's paying off." I just need, with the green, I wanted to bite off of Joshua's Mitsuharu Misawa green theme. So taking both your all's thoughts, both your all's critiques.
Excellent.
Yeah, making it work.
Well, you guys doing well?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Wow, just negativity just roll right through you. But man, motherfucker, he asked me how things are going. It's not going to go well.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this episode. I need this today.
He did the patent class where you ask him something that makes him like,
I hadn't had to do that in a long time.
It's been
man.
a while.
It's the look of, I don't really want to get into it.
I'm just defeated. So, just so defeated, man. It was, I don't know.
Well, if you're all not defeated, also
Scott Pilgrim days. Those were,
But if you guys feel you're not defeated, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, comment on it, say how defeated you are. Tell us about what you think of Josh, I should say, his background, or his clothing, or his haircut, or what random hat he'll have on, whatever day that is. He needs that. He craves it. Not as much as Class craves that hunt, but he craves it. So on today's show, everyone's getting an NFT. Sony's doing a lot with video games coming up soon, and a new Haunted Mansion. But that starts us first with Kroger's going to be testing drone deliveries for stuff like baby products and s'mores. I know Walmart has already started to launch it. Now Kroger is going to be testing out in Centerville, Ohio. Anything weighing up to about 5 pounds, you could get it dropped off at your house, or depending on where your location is at parks. Would you guys use a drone, like if you're out somewhere and you were just like, I need something?
I mean, like, I feel like we've talked about this a million times, like on different, whether it's Kroger or Amazon was going to do it for a while. And I feel like we've brought this up before with different companies, and I don't give a fuck how I get it delivered. Just fucking get it to me, man. Like, it'd be kind of cool to see a drone, but then, like, does it drop it off in your front porch and then just dip? Like, how does that work?
It's supposed to, I think, just drop it off and then it takes off.
And so someone's job is to manually, like,
No. It takes GPS locations. It takes it over there. It drops it down. Now, the problem I think we'll run into in the
future, when
it
goes to like Philly and that shit gets.
But the more that go out, I don't know if you've ever heard a drone. They're quite loud.
Yeah.
So if you hear multiple drones, I mean, it's going to start getting really annoying.
World
Like the
worlds and
episode of
shit.
South Park.
Yeah, I mean, what about you, Josh? Would you use it? Would you utilize that? And what do you do if you live in an apartment?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
he lives close enough. He can walk downstairs somewhere and pick something. In New
Right.
York, there's a
yeah,
lot
because
more.
we have bodega.
Yeah, say it with me now.
Say it with me now.
Bodega. Flat ass. Oh,
I mean, like, what do you do if you do live in an apartment? Does it just drop it on the front porch and then like?
Oh, we don't have
Good luck.
porches in apartments there, Chief. So
I just think of like
227.
episode 227. They had a front porch.
that wasn't a
New
porch.
York.
Harry!
They're stoop.
It was
stoop.
okay, all right. Whatever. Maybe not porch. I'm thinking of steps.
Yeah,
There's some steps.
yeah.
You gotta bear with me today. What does it do? Just drop it on your fucking steps, and then that's that.
I would assume. Well, apartment buildings, some of them don't have steps, but I would figure it just drops it in front of the building, and you just go outside and get it, just like I do with every other delivery.
yeah, just like a
Comes to
UPS
us.
or a
Okay,
FedEx
okay.
package, I would say.
Well, no,
I gotcha.
those get brought to my apartment. Like they'll
Oh.
ring the bell, but like if I have to get Uber Eats or delivery, I gotta go downstairs and get it. Rarely do they come upstairs. But like
Okay.
deliveries from like UPS, FedEx, they'll ring the bell, then they'll bring it up.
Okay.
I guess, or maybe you've got to like have the app with you and then select it that it's dropping it. Because depending on what it's dropping off, I mean,
No, because I would assume it just sets down, it goes down to the ground on hooks. That's another thing. I would think you would have to be present to get.
yeah,
said
because
goods,
someone
right?
could easily steal. I mean, you listen
Yeah.
to a drone, you'll just walk or drive to wherever you see it dropping and then grab whatever it is.
And it has to be a drone that like either has a camera on it and a microphone so you could communicate and say, yes, this is me. Like I mean, it's a cool feature, don't get me wrong, but it seems very complicated to me at least.
Kroger's saying that eligible items can be delivered in as little as 15 minutes. So I guess, I mean, this could work
Wow.
if you're at a location where it's difficult to get things. I mean, how awesome would it be if you were, you're at a concert, like a open aired concert, and you're just like, hey, give me some gears. I'm not going to pay $9 for a Bud Light here. Louder Than Life.
That's a
Louder
good
Than
idea.
Life, you charge way too much for your damn beers.
That's a good
So-
idea. That's a
Yeah.
real good idea. Have
Yeah.
like cold beer delivered to you?
Yeah, just drop to it. Yeah.
Shit. Do that. Go to Louder Life. Get some blunts.
I don't know if they could do that.
Okay. Well, if they can do out, well, I mean, you would supply, the goods for the middle, but like they would supply you with the, maybe the little Black and Milds or whatever. Like, I don't know. It would be able to, if they can supply you with cold beer, they can give you like, cigarettes and all that.
Oh, so you're saying anything that you could put the weed in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, trust me. I guarantee when the drones start taking over, that's a whole new. I know people using Facebook for fucking weed delivery and stuff like that, man. Like I've heard about this, and I'm like, that's a thing. Like when I don't know.
What, you could go on Facebook and order weed or something?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
Let
can
me
see
get
it in certain
two
states.
packets.
What is it?
Let me get 2 packets of your best vegetables, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the process works. A buddy of mine was talking about that. He's like, dude, I got hooked up with this dude. It's a whole service I do on Facebook. And I was like, that's got to easily be monitored. That it's like, you're just asking to be busted.
Yeah,
Like,
because as soon as someone figures out the dialect, they're gonna shut you down.
yeah, right, exactly.
I
So
mean,
I
it
don't know.
depends. I mean, it not to like be that guy, but it depends like the legality of it. Like if it's in a state that's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indiana's not one of
I-
those states.
Nor is Kentucky.
I mean, all right, so
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't.
It's not-
I don't fuck with Facebook. So I don't
here's
know.
the thing though. It's not illegal to have it. It's illegal to sell it, right? Or like
I mean,
Cause
I don't
I don't-
know. That sounds like
over
a line from
here-
Pulp Fiction. I don't know.
no, because over here it's like it went from because they said it's not. You're not gonna get in trouble for it. They made it legal.
Mhm.
They
But I remember-
decriminalized it, is what they say, right?
Oh, they decriminalized it. But
Yeah.
one of the things they said before they decriminalized it was like, if you catch someone smoking a joint, it's not that big of a deal. Like they gave the police officers the the option. Like, you're not in trouble if you don't bust somebody for smoking a joint. So is it like that in your states, respectively? Like, oh, you can.
I think Louisville, they're not. I don't think they're arresting people for having pot on them. Now
you might get a ticket, right?
Yeah, you may get a citation, but you're not going to jail. The other thing is it all depends on probably the amount that you have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is crazy by that factor because, like, let's say you're like, hey, I'm planning for a weekend. It's not like you go to jail if all of a sudden you're walking out with a crate of alcohol, but God forbid you've got a pound of weed and you're like, this is for the weekend.
Damn, a pound for a weekend. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, there may be a lot of people there. Are you going to drink a whole crate of alcohol? Because there's a big problem there, too.
Yeah, you're... You forget who we're talking to. Yeah, I don't know, man. When it comes to how much an individual could have, and I guess that's some of the legalities that they have, or some of the loopholes, I guess, that they have when it comes to some of the states that are legal, like how much you can actually buy at a time, right?
Yeah, that and the dispensaries. When I was in California, there was like, yeah, there's a set limit to what you can have.
Right.
So.
But they can't. Well, like alcohol, you can just buy as much as you want. Nobody's going like, well, what are you doing with all this? Are you going to sell it to somebody else, or?
Yeah, it's true.
That is true, but like, no, you got a point.
Yeah, exactly. That's why if you legalize it, you don't have to like question what intentions people are doing.
But even if it's legalized, like I said, you can't buy excess amount. And that's, I mean, I could be wrong. If anybody's watching this or listening, correct us. But I don't think states that it's legal, it's like, oh, let me get 100 pounds of a Maui Wowie. I don't think that works that way.
But it could change based upon if every state and the federal government is constituted it legally, I would say.
Also, if it's legal in all states, then someone could be like, let me get 100 pounds of Maui.
Yeah, because again, if you're buying a bunch of barrels of whiskey, in 1920, you could have been trying to take it over to another state or something.
Yeah, but
like now they don't care.
Barrel of whiskey,
Weird people.
Do they sell barrels of whiskey?
I'm sure
you can buy a barrel. They won't have whiskey in it.
Oh, see.
I mean, people still do moonshine for some reason. I'm like, why? Like, you can go buy it. Like, why do you need to make moonshine? You just want to die quicker?
Do something that you're fucking, what is it? Your alternate? No, what do they use? They use a fucking radiator. Is what they use, isn't it? Isn't that what they apparently use on that shit? I don't.
Well, some more articles that we'll be constantly talking about because it's just kind of what's out there. And the group Coinbase is now allowing you to buy cryptocurrency with PayPal account. Along with, if you go to PayPal, you can actually buy Bitcoin. So, class, we highly recommend you picking up some Bitcoin. And
I have.
Actually, what I really would recommend you right now buying is the
Dogecoin.
God, it's cheap. Like, get it, buy them out, and let it just sit there because that's what I'm doing. It could be like Bitcoin, or the one I would recommend is the Ethereum.
Ethereum.
Yes. If right now, if I'm going to focus my money, I'm going to focus on that because they're expecting it to really start to rival Bitcoin. And what is going on? Because the problem is what we're running into is a lot of banks do not believe in cryptocurrency because, in essence, it takes away what they try to do. So sometimes it's very hard to log into selling accounts, and so now if you utilize Coinbase, you can use PayPal, which will give you more options because with PayPal, you can only get Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Where Coinbase is, you could buy that dog coin that he loves pushing on people.
That's I just bought some of that today, and I'm looking at it right now because I use Robinhood, and
I would get off that.
Get off that motherfucker because they'll rip you off.
They are.
Will they?
They are really kind of negative towards cryptocurrency and also like Reddit people. What I would do is you can learn to get your digital key for what you bought and transfer it to another holding position.
Really?
You can transfer it so somebody else is getting it.
Well, anyway, so I bought some today. And,
excellent.
Yeah. Now I'm seeing that they have that Ethereum Classic, and that seems to be way more affordable than regular old Ethereum because Ethereum's trading right now for $3,369.
But you're going to buy into a portion of it.
Correct. And whereas the classic, each stock or each share, whatever you call it, is $59. So, and they're both on the rise, is what it looks like. So
yeah, they are definitely moving up. Another thing that we've constantly talked about and still trying to fully understand is the NFT and Disaster Girl meme. Has just sold her, and she made $500,000 off of her an NFT. Which, if you don't know what it is, it allows you to buy and sell ownership of unique digital item and keep track of who owns them using the blockchain. It stands for non-fungible token, and it's can technically contain anything digital, including drawings, animated GIFs, songs, or items in a video games. An NFT can either be one of a kind, like a real life painting, or one of a copy of many things like trading cards. Because actually, baseball companies, Topps, I think, is now getting into that. I think LeBron James is taking photos and creating NFTs. They feel like the biggest thing, or the reason these things are taking off, is it's an easy way to launder money again. You can throw money in there, and then you have somebody else buy it, and now the money has changed hands, and it is legal. That's why they think it is. The other things to be mindful of is if, depending on where it's connected, if that file where it's being hosted goes down, you've lost everything with it. But it's weird to be like, hey, I'm going to spend a $300 on, in essence, a digital image.
It is weird. Now, I had no interest in this until last week when Joshua was like, Scott Pilgrim NFTs are available. And I was like, okay, what's this? And so they're basically like, I was looking this up right before we got on. And are they basically gifts? Like, is this an NFT right there? Just this little GIF or whatever? I know you don't like when I hold up my phone to this screen, but is it I would basically buy the rights to this little GIF of Scott Pilgrim, and then
you own that.
I own it. And then how do you make money off of this? You
sell it.
Yeah.
But if I own it, couldn't anyone else just buy one of these?
No, but you have the receipt saying you're the owner of this specific thing.
Well, can you just go on Google Image and like find this thing?
No, you
I don't understand this.
But the whole premise of it is like, in theory, you don't really own it. Somebody they just said, hey, you paid enough money to say you own it.
And the other thing is there's multiple people like I'm looking at Scott's Power of Love sword. It costs you $150, but I think there's 150 people that can buy, and it's already sold out.
Okay.
Now Josh over there, Roxy's Chain Whip, that's one of her. You can buy that for $75.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get that.
There's 300 available right now to get.
What's the website that you're seeing this?
I'm on Curio.com on the Scott Pilgrim thing.
On Curio?
Yeah. This is supposed to be, they started this with the release of the 11th anniversary of Scott Pilgrim.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I'm going to buy one of these.
Like, you can get Gideon's sword, and it's just an image, really, what it is. But I mean, I've been curious, like, what, like is this something we should be doing? Like, anybody that's watching the show right now or even listening, like, have you bought any NFTs? What do you think?
Yeah, the cheapest I'm seeing is $75. And like, what the fuck do I own? Just a picture?
Yeah, you own that image.
Ozark season 3 ends with, or season 4 rather, ends with Marty Bird going at the end, oh, have you heard of NFTs? Docker's right. They're laundering money through those motherfuckers.
Are you serious? Oh, shit.
Try to see if
that happens on the laugh.
Well, when he said something about laundering money, I thought of Ozark.
That's what I said. I was like, if it ends with Marty going, kids, we're going to start doing NFTs now.
Been on Curio.com. Check it out.
Yeah, because it looks like Mintable, the one you just showed.
Yes.
It's sold for $1.15.
Yeah, I'm seeing those way cheaper, the Mintables.
Yes.
So I feel like the popularity of said fucking NFT is what gets you money. Or unless it's just like a one-time transaction where, got you, sucker. Because I know, like, during the fucking Ben Askren Jake Paul fight, they were saying an NFT of his knockout of Nate Robinson sold for like $10 million. And I'm like,
What?
yeah.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
See, I think that's just, I don't know if anyone pays attention to my Twitter exchanges, but like, I was like, oh man, this dude spent $100,000 on the Kentucky Derby betting on a horse. And I'm like, what a waste of money. And someone was like, well, that's his money. He can do whatever he wants. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but still, like I could use that money.
Like I see one right here, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and it's the whole band rocking out, and it's $11.50, and there's 1 of 5 available, so I can buy one, and the copyright is mine at that. It says copyright transferred.
Yes, you can transfer it. Otherwise, like with like the Disaster Girl, she still owns the original copy of the meme. No, she still owns the rights to it.
Okay.
The copyright to the image. And it sold for 180 ether, as we were talking about with the earlier, and that is $500,000. It was some kind of like, where was it at? It was some like random, like overseas. Again, I think that's why I'm like, here it is. A Dubai-based music studio is the one that purchased it. Like, why is like Dubai buying stuff? Like,
I don't know.
She's not the only one to profit off this. Bad Luck Brian also did it. Overly Attached Girlfriend sold hers for $411,000.
That's the one that's this?
Yep. And we talked about, I think, on a previous episode, the Nyan Cats sold for a lot too. And you know who else is in the market? This guy is always finding new and different ways to raise money for his movies. Kevin Smith is going to sell his horror movie, Kilroy Was Here, as an NFT. And you do get the rights to the film and can do anything you want with it. You can buy it. It's kind of like that Wu-Tang album that one guy bought. And
Shreddy.
you have the rights to release it, find distribution, sit on it, burn it, because depending on a Kevin Smith movie, it could be extremely bad.
He had to do it, folks.
More than likely, it's going to be pretty good. I mean, what was bad? Like,
when was the last? No, when was the last good Kevin Smith movie? Can you tell me?
I really enjoyed Jay and Silent Bob Return Strikes Back Part 3, or whatever the fuck. Whatever the last Kevin Smith movie, or whatever the last Jay and Silent Bob.
Reboot. Jesus
The
Christ.
reboot, yeah.
I should
You listen to the podcast about the two people that helped him get to where he was, and they don't fucking pay attention to that part.
Yeah, stop wearing your
movie and everything.
Stop wearing your Tell 'em Steve Dave hat, because I have to explain to Stacey every single time what that is and what it referenced to, and I'm just like,
it's an Atlanta Braves one.
Yes. Also, your continuity on some of these shots, it was like, oh, he was wearing something different now. What's going on here? It's like,
yeah, he says it. Hey, another day out.
No. The last episode, he had one outfit and then goes, well, this is what and like, as soon as like it ended, and he's like, well, this is what I got. He's got a different hat and a different shirt on. I'm like,
you weren't supposed to notice that.
Oh, I noticed it instantly. Instantly continuity.
Right off the bat, I talk about that while I'm driving. And then I'm like, I'm like, it's a new week, time for a new hunt, whatever I say. Yeah. And then I go into a store, and then I leave that store, and I'm in a totally different outfit.
Yep. I noticed that.
Oh, well, it's.
I understand other days. Yes, I understand other days.
Upset at that? Like, you're a weirdo.
I'm not a weirdo. I'm a production guy. I'm a production guy, because as soon as I was like, he's wearing something different, he did not have that on. This was shot another day.
It was shot another day. That's Doc's on it, because I usually do multiple days. I'll usually start a video out like that, and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to go hunt for or whatever, and then I'll say like I'm walking into a Target, right? That's why I've quit doing a lot of that. Where walking into a Target and I'll freeze it, and frame it out where it says like Target, whatever. And I go in there and they don't have shit, and so then I'll leave, and then I'll go in somewhere else, and so on and so forth. And so it's like I don't want my hunts to be like, because I want to keep them short. some of these hunts are like 45 minutes long, where they're like, nothing here, let's go somewhere else. Where I'm like, I want to go in, I want to find something and dip, and then show what I got. So
I mean,
yeah,
you could
continuity.
always go in, shoot, come back to the car,
and pretend like I'm on
and
my way there.
pretend like yes. I don't know who would do
I've-
something like that. Just makes sense. I've
I've done
never
that
do
before,
anything.
too.
Too much work into a fucking vlog about.
Actually, it's less
Oh,
work
nice.
because just like when I went out Saturday and I was like, you know what, I'll shoot some stuff, and I went to Ollie's and they didn't really have much, and I went to Empire Comics and they didn't really have much, and it was a small store, so there was really not much to show off. I was just like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. But if I would
Yeah,
have
no.
actually found stuff, I would have shot it and then go, I'll do an intro and then I'll do an outro, and I won't change my clothes either.
Oh God, such a nitpicker.
He's already nitpicking me live while I was on my thing. He's like, okay, so another thing you got to do. I'm like, we're
Ah!
live right now. Like, you know.
Like, I wanted to
Well, no,
watch
he goes
it.
on and he's gonna do these unboxings, and you can't. He's just stacking like figures. We're like right here, and then here.
Yeah, it was a good idea. No, but yeah. It was
He
a good idea.
should-
Because
but
like
you
right
know
off the
what?
bat when I did it, Doc was the first one in there. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna cut this thing and I'm gonna push everything back. And it looked way better after the fact. It did look,
'Cause,
so I give him credit on that. Dude, right off the bat, I go to walk away because I didn't have scissors on me. So I go to like get some scissors and I fucking knock all the lights down. And I was like, I just started laughing. And I had like, I don't know, there were a few people watching at that point. I was like, sorry. I was like, I didn't go off. I'm still here.
Listen, and there's one thing I noticed watching a lot of like Twitch streams and content creators and stuff like that. They'll do a live thing and be like, I'm gonna make a video. Just before you got on, I'm telling Doc, he's like, what are you listening to about spreadsheets? I'm like, well, it's a content creator from like Marvel Strike Force doing a live stream, and he's going over a video he's making. He's making the video right now. So it's like when you do shit live, people are gonna be like, oh, they're seeing you make it live, but they know you're gonna do a condensed, edited version of said
Right.
video. So it's not that big of a deal. So don't listen to fucking movie producer over there.
Oh yeah, no. Listen to Mr. Background back there. That's the one you want to listen to.
I swear to God, I need like 2 more posters, and then I'm gonna start sending him the fucking videos for my show. And he's just gonna be
What
like,
is that thing going on behind you there?
What? What's going on?
Right there.
What's
What's
this?
that pillow there? Yeah.
That's not a pillow. That's my big quilt that I
Big
don't
what?
need. Quilt.
Okay. I was like, what? How did you pronounce that word? Quilt?
What happened? Is it a New York thing now? Mario?
Yeah,
Mario.
You're Mario.
I do think it's
Mario.
well, and he has a buddy named Mario. So that's why I'm like, I guess
That's his
Mario
fault
don't
for
mind
not
being called
pronouncing his
Mario.
name like
so
Nintendo does.
I always call it Super Mario.
Yeah, those Asian knew how to pronounce it. Okay, buddy.
You know what,
Hey,
Joshua?
yeah.
If you want some posters, I got a bunch of posters, man. I have a
Hey,
bunch
that
of those
probably-
like promotional posters.
Yeah, we just want this whole fucking section filled with shit, so that way I could just be like, oh look, there's not a white wall behind me now, so I don't care.
Dude, I have 3 that are all done by J. Scott Campbell, and one's I have 3 that I can send you. One's like a Magneto, a Mystique who looks hot, and the other one's like another chick. So it's like,
How big? They're not that big. right?
Wait, class. You have a J. Scott Campbell that has a female on there? He doesn't do females. No, I don't believe it.
What
You've never
movie,
seen-
motherfucker?
You've never seen J. Scott Campbell. He's very
Nah, he's not.
He's
as
like
bad as
he's
Frank
kind of like the
Cho.
new Michael Turner as far as like.
Oh
the
yeah,
big
yeah,
eyes.
you're right.
Yeah, dude, Frank Cho does women so good in.
Bro, I always say his run on New Avengers when it first started with Bendis. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. New Avengers,
Yeah. New Avengers.
not Dark Avengers.
Not
Not
Dark.
West
Not
Coast
West Coast
Avengers.
Avengers. New Avengers. I was like, and the fucking thing is that first issue, if I'm not mistaken, fucking Hank Pym and I think Tigress is her name in the Marvel universe.
Right,
Am I saying-
right.
They're about to like bone and shit. I'm like, God damn, I know this bitch is like fucking a fictional character and she's a tiger, but God damn.
Yeah. Dude, Frank Cho, he has a sketchbook out that it's like, man, he's amazing. He does the way he does his cross hatching and like his shadowing and just curved. Dude, they're drawings, and I'm like, oh damn,
Yeah,
like, that's good
bro.
stuff. Yeah, the 3 posters I have, Joshua, send me your address. I'll send them to you. You can have them for the show next week. I'll send them out Friday when I'm off. I got a Mystique, a Emma Frost, yeah, and a
Are they bigger than
yeah, they are.
Minnesota? Okay, I gotta figure out how to do this.
They're big as
like,
fuck. I mean, they're like promotional size posters. They're big ass posters. So I'll send them to you. I may send you a couple. Yeah, and then that way they'll fit on your closet doors right behind you. So Doc will be happy with them.
Yeah, but
Bring some color to those those walls.
She said, as long as you don't ruin the paint, I don't care what you put on the walls. I was like, all right.
I'll go out and buy you some of that sticky stuff, that little tacky stuff you could use.
If you want to jump in on the NFT for Jay and Silent Bob, they've got a smoking token green one. It'll cost you about, let's see, about $133.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know about that.
For an Etham.
I don't care.
That's why I was like, it seems like unless you've got a lot of Etham and everything else and you didn't really spend a lot of money, like it would be very easy to get into this, but it seems really out of hand for anybody just like us that kind of getting into this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you would think that they would do something that's like trying to get off the ground. It's either for someone that just has money to just totally piss away, but if they're trying to get this thing off the ground, like, yeah, make it affordable, like, $10 or like on that Minimal, that Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, I'm just looking at, it's actually like eBay. You can start it's at $1.15 now, and you could put a bid in at it, or you could buy it for $10.50 or whatever. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
how long before those start going on eBay and like you want a digital file, boom, we're just sending it. Like, it's kind of fucking weird. Like, I don't understand it.
I know, this is where we need Kennedy to be on the show to, guys, let me explain.
That's a good impersonation. that is a great fucking impersonation. I was trying to do it in my head, but I was like, I don't know.
That was spot on. Yeah, so he does a Joshua, he does a Kennedy. How long before he does
I don't like his fucking. He does me like Cartman. Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
I like.
I gotta be on the point. Why you gotta yell at me when I'm running and nobody's there and I'm just gonna get killed by 6 people?
I don't say that. I just go. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm Soldier 76.
Like, Josh, come back.
Good times. Overwatch later tonight.
Yes. In movie news, Haunted Mansion is getting a remake because everyone was like, that Eddie Murphy movie was wonderful. We should do a follow-up. And I don't want to sound like that guy, but it seems like we're staying on a certain demographic here because they've hired Dear White People director Justin Simon to be to direct it. And also, the writer for Bad Hair is going to be writing the script. So, do we feel like this is going to be an Asian-focused family, or I don't know.
The Bad Hair, the horror movie on Hulu?
Yeah, the horror movie. Yeah.
The fuck? What? I guess they're going for something.
Now, was that movie like it was like somebody's weave and it turned people crazy or something?
From my understanding, it was. From the trailer was that the girl got like her hair a weave for a new job because she didn't want to be like stereotyped or something, and the weave would like kill people, like it would make her do things or something like that.
Was it like a straight hair is what it was? And
I don't know. I just remember she's like, because she had an afro. She's like, no, I can't go to the job like that. And the weave that she got just was like killing people. It was weird. I looked at the trailer going, what the fuck? I guess that's the right person to do the Haunted Mansion movie, right?
I mean, like, if you're gonna focus it on a black family, yeah, right.
Who says it's gonna be a black family? It might be like a black.
You took the writer from a black horror movie, and then the director of the.
I'm not. Wait, you're missing what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying who says say it's a black family. It might be like a black group of friends.
No, I think it's probably gonna be a family that moves. What, a group of friends is showing up at the Haunted Mansion and shenanigans occur?
Yeah. Like, wait, Jesus Christ! It was a fucking TV show, a cartoon about a fucking group of friends and a dog going to spooky fucking places.
That's Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
But it is Scooby Doo.
Right. Good for joining the conversation, class. We really
sorry, I'm tweeting out about the show, man. Or I'm Instagramming about the show. Trying to reach the masses.
Yeah, he's
here.
trying to cross promote as we do the show live.
But yeah, like it could be like a black group of friends. It could be a college kids. Shit, like
It's going to be
Doesn't
produced by
necessarily-
the live action Aladdin team because that was such a good movie.
hey, they're making a part 2.
Like I don't feel like we need Haunted Mansion. Like I understand they're trying to make every fucking ride at Disney World a movie, but we don't need it. We don't need the Rock movie. We don't need another Haunted Mansion movie. We don't. Didn't they make the one with the future people? Like they're gonna do the president one soon, aren't they?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The room of presidents at Epcot. Have you not?
Oh, they're making a movie about
No,
that?
no, I'm just joking. Like,
Oh.
but I mean, I've seen what like these board game movies that are being made. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Board game, card games. What's
Yeah,
next?
exactly.
But yeah, we can't. If anything, history has told us you can't really make a good movie based on a game. Just look at video game movies.
Yeah, there really hasn't again not been a good video game movie. Like Mortal Kombat is not the new one is not that good of a movie.
It's fun.
It's fun, yes, but there's a lot of problems with that movie.
I mean, what do you want from like a movie about dudes that like can freeze people with their hands?
Again, you could have some good. The only good part of that movie, except for the fights, some of the fight scenes, not all the fight scenes, is the deaths and Kano. If you took those two things out, that movie is bad. Just
Yeah, I mean,
bad.
that's all I wanted. I just wanted like just gore and just a fight, and like it's a cool origin story. I thought like it's set the. It's you know you'll get your tournament and all that other shit, but you needed to like
Oh,
I thought it
can
was
I
planted the
actually
seed pretty good.
ask you guys a side question about this? I always wondered because when the game came out and the movie came out, I was like more interested in other characters like Sub-Zero, Scorpion,
Mhm.
Liu Kang, Raiden. Did you guys, when the game came out, first movie, did you guys give a shit about Johnny?
There
Cage?
they are.
Uh-oh.
What are you talking about? I don't hear nothing.
You give a shit about who? Johnny Cage?
Johnny Cage. Did you guys give a shit about Johnny Cage?
No, and that's what I'm like. Why are they like, oh, Johnny Cage is going to be coming to the second movie? I was like, I never played Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage was a shitty.
Yeah,
fucking
I was
character.
always
Super.
Raiden or Liu Kang. That was
Yeah.
always like my dudes. So-
Really? I was Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and then when you got Smoke in that one, that's when I was.
okay. I'm
And
cool with
even,
that.
even
I
the
loved
robots,
Scorpion.
even the robots. But yeah, I didn't give a fuck about Liu Kang. I don't give a fuck about Sonya Blade.
Yeah,
I like Liu
just
Kang
was like-
because I was like growing up. I just dude, Bruce Lee was like I wanted to be Bruce Lee, and like I love that motherfucker. Like I thought he was amazing. So that
You know
was
what?
my Bruce Lee. Like, and Raiden was just he just reminded me so much of fucking Lightning from Big Trouble in Little China, which I think clearly was based on that. But it was. I don't know. I just I liked a lot of the characters. I did not like. From what I hear is that people would like to get the Miz to do Johnny Cage, and I'm like, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah, but did you see also Ryan Reynolds and they he used a mitt thing to kind of promote the
'cause he's a smart businessman.
yeah.
Dude, no, you need to have the Miz. Have the Miz. That'd be perfect, man.
Listen, I was just upset when Liu Kang did bicycle kick and I didn't hear the turkey noise.
Yeah. They could have done a little better with some of the sound effects.
Also,
I wish they would have
also,
done that.
Also, I was offended that Cabal was doing his worst New York accent ever. Yeah, fucking Kano. Huh? And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? But that movie wasn't good. But
Oh wait, hey, speaking of not good, hey, here comes Goro, who's going out like a bitch. Is what I mean. I was like, you take one of your champions and you're just like, "Arr."
well,
Yeah.
spoilers. I think they kind of like are gonna do something because you saw like there were two bodies that the smoke took from the
yeah.
Earthworm.
bring him back.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, there's other ways I can have champions, or death is never the end. That's what Shang Tsung was saying.
Did they decide? I mean, did they show who the current champion is?
No, because isn't it someone? I would believe it's Shao Kahn, right?
Well, I mean,
I
they
would
they
guess.
showed some things,
I'm just
but you
guessing.
think
They
Shao
didn't
Kahn
really-
is still the reigning champion?
Yeah, because they said if Earthworm loses another one, the realm that they were from, we're gonna
Yeah,
gonna conquer.
they'll open up the portal and they can invade.
So I'm assuming Shao Kahn or maybe one of Goro's like no, because don't you have the one that looks like a tiger shark?
Yeah.
That one or the
Mintaro?
Goro one or Mintaro too. That he could be
Mintaro,
one.
that is,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not the tiger guy. What is the tiger guy?
It was something. He fucking looked like Panthro mixed with Goro. I remember that one because there was a female Goro. There was a male.
Yeah, that was Kintaro.
So there was like a female horse guy, male horse person too.
Yeah,
right?
that was Mintaro.
Yeah. So and wasn't one of them like the personal bodyguard of fucking Sindel too? Was that the female Goro?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So it's I trust me. I don't even play Mortal Kombat like that, but I know the story pretty.
Shiva's you're talking about. She looked like Goro though.
Shiva,
yeah,
that's right. She had the ponytail. And
yeah.
And then I fucking popped really hard because I remember having a conversation with El Rock on this show about the drunken fighter. And they mentioned him in the fucking movie.
Yeah, they did.
No,
there's a lot of Easter eggs in it. But I mean, here's the thing: is like, there's rules to this, and then Shang Tsung is like, we're gonna just kill your guys. That's all.
Yeah, that was something I didn't get to. I was watching them, and he's like, "We'll just kill him before this tournament starts." I'm like, "Aren't there fucking repercussions?"
Yeah.
Like, Raiden ain't snitching. Like, hey, this guy's fucking cheating, guys. Like, what the
fuck? Yeah. I like that they actually made Raiden Asian, as opposed to like the other movie where he's just like some white dude
from some European guy.
Yeah.
But the way he fucking talked was so annoying.
Oh, it was bad.
Oh God, I was just like, oh, shut up.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. Man.
Well, then everybody also was like the guy playing Sub-Zero. If you've seen
the Raid,
no, not the Raid, but the HBO series, HBO Max series. What is it called?
With the Asian fights, like the karate fights. Yeah.
What is that thing called? But I mean, he acts the same way. Warrior, yeah, but he acts the same way in that, where he just kind of stands behind somebody that's in charge, and then just is intimidating. That's it. That's what I felt. Sub-Zero. He didn't really do much. He was just like, "I'm here."
He's got a movie where he's the main star of it. It's from the makers of the Raid. I just don't want to watch it because it's not English dubbed.
Oh, okay.
He could be the muscle. He could be the muscle in movies. There are a lot of people that like played second fiddle. So
yeah, he's
I don't know.
But that suits him. Like, but I give him one thing: they fucking made Sub-Zero like this unbeatable fucking killing machine.
Yeah, way too overpowered.
Yeah, like I'm like, he kind of fucking was just murdering people like left and right. Like fucking Kung Lao probably would have had a problem with. I mean, Shao Kahn would have had a problem with.
Well, Sci-Fi is going to do a reboot of the movie Slumber Party Massacre.
Not to be confused with Sleepaway Camp.
Exactly. Well, there'd be less dicks, hopefully, in that one. Spoilers if you haven't seen that movie. A 1982 slasher film that had newly escaped serial killer. No, they didn't do that in the 80s, did they? No. Targeting a group of high school girls with a power drill. So now they were going to put it on Sci-Fi, take all the nudity and violence, and give you a show.
Well, looking forward to that one.
Take away everything awesome from like horror movies, violence and nudity. Fuck it. Like no point in watching.
I mean, that's the whole point of horror movies. Like I don't understand the PG-13. I know they try to do that so they get more money. Yeah. But those movies are not good.
Nowadays, does that even fucking matter? I mean, especially if everyone's gonna be streaming from home, and that's gonna be kind of the new way to go. Like, make everything fucking NC-17. Like, there's no way to verify. Like, no one's gonna, rip your ticket and be like, you're not 17 or whatever.
Yeah, but no parent is gonna go, oh yeah, sure, I'll let you 13-year-old girls watch this movie.
Yeah, but they gotta be they gotta have the credit card information to buy it.
If they already have HBO Max.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but no, HBO Max is getting away from their movies. That'll end this year.
Oh,
so they say.
No, unless we get another virus, or you got now we're in a world where everyone that's got their shots is done, and then you have the rest of the world. It's like, no, well, I don't want to get it. You don't know what's in that stuff.
Our numbers are going down in terms of people getting vaccinated. I saw in the news today.
Yeah, they're running out of there's way too many appointments now. Like.
That's not what from my end. My end was like people are not like it's going down because nobody wants to get it there.
No, that's
They're
what I'm saying.
scared of
Is they've got way too many appointments. Like there's just vaccines just sitting there because everyone that wanted it has gotten it, except if you live in India, and then it's just that's where we're at.
Dude, I was at fucking Walmart or Target yesterday, toy hunting, and they did an announcement, and they were like, if anyone wants the, I forgot which one it was, Moderna or Johnson, I don't know. We have excess shots. Yeah, hopefully not Johnson. The chicks, you're not allowed. You'll get blood clots.
No, but, Johnson is back in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's back in.
At your own risk.
We're dudes. We're not at risk for that shit. They said it was a woman, so fuck.
It's a very like you have more of a chance of getting COVID than you do getting the blood clots. So,
dude, and if women are on birth control and smoke cigarettes, you fucking run a high risk of getting blood clots. So it's like
exactly.
No, there's that shit.
It's like I gotta turn this damn.
No, keep it on. I like Joshua doing his belly dancing while this is happening.
Talks all that shit about ambulances, but we've been hit with 3 wind chimes.
There we go. Let's turn off the motion alerts on my Ring.
Oh, that was good.
Which is the funny part is I put the Ring app on like my iMac, but all I have to do is go, who's outside? Because I'm right there by the window. Well, guys, the other thing that got released today in movie news, Marvel Studios Phase 4 video, which did a really wonderful kind of Stan Lee quote connecting the worlds and everything else, and then gave us a little teasers of the upcoming movies. What'd y'all think of that, Joshua? What'd you think of it?
I mean, I didn't I didn't listen to I fast forwarded to the shit I already seen.
Oh, good. So the whole inspiration and connection of brothers and sisters, and we're all in this world together.
I don't give a shit about that. I just want to watch new scenes for movies. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, because you got super excited about those eternal scenes of them standing in the woods somewhere.
I correct myself. I wasn't excited. I just wanted to see what the fuck they showed. And it looked cool, especially the names of certain movies, you know. And I thought it was well done. Only thing that would have made it better was with more shit, but they're not filming anything. So
we got the name of the Black Panther movie is going to be called Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
And then they ended with the Fantastic Four logo.
Oh, did they?
So I don't know if they're going to show up in the Phase 4, which would make sense for marketing purposes.
You're right.
But so I don't know, like, did they show it? Because it was the Fantastic Four logo. Were they presenting it, saying, hey, we're Marvel, remember Fantastic Four, or they're coming?
No, they've established that.
No, they're coming, but I didn't think they were coming in Phase 4. I thought they were after that.
No, I think realistically, the only person that might not be coming that they had doubts is Blade. Blade might be a Phase 5 character.
Well, Blade is. I don't think that's a movie, right? I think is it a series? I think
no, it's a movie.
But they're gonna make it PG-13 though.
I don't know about that. I mean, they're gonna allow Deadpool to be rated R.
Yeah, but they also said they're not gonna do a lot of rated R movies, which I don't know why. Like you've got so many brands that you can market to certain groups.
I will say this: I don't hold what they say. I don't give it any weight because eventually, if the demand is there to see R-rated content with certain characters, they're gonna do it. Look what they're doing now. Movies that they may feel is inappropriate to be on Disney Plus are gonna go to Hulu. So now that they have the deal with Sony, they're like, well, these movies that like Venom and stuff like that, it's not gonna be on Disney Plus. It's gonna go to Hulu. So I think eventually they're gonna go, you know what, we need to make R-rated content and have it on another brand. So we can work that out. We'll put all our R-rated content on Hulu, which makes perfect fucking sense.
The more that Deadpool makes when it comes out for the 3rd episode, that will really dictate. So you guys got to go spend money. Like, go see Deadpool. Yeah,
no. That's because, like, I was reading now, I'm pretty sure you saw it, Dog. Fiji was like, no, I don't want Spider-Man on the finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You could.
But why would Spider-Man need to show up?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Spider-Man shows up and it says like at the very end they were in New York, Doc. That finale took place in New York.
Well, the Fantastic Four could have shown up, or Daredevil could have showed up, or Venom could have showed up if he's not in San Francisco.
No, he's still in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
But you have two characters that have a rapport with the fucking character. He could have easily been like, "Oh shit, Sam, something cool could have happened," and they could have allowed it. And Fiji's like, "No." Then the guy who did fucking WandaVision was like, "Yeah, we wanted him to pop up." Doctor Strange and talk to Wanda at some point, and Kevin Feige's like, nah, we don't want that. Like, at some point, someone's gonna be like, shut the fuck up, Feige, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, do that, because fans...
I mean, it would have been cool at the end when she's... Spoilers if you've not watched WandaVision, like, he was there instructing her how to...
Right?
All that. Yes.
But they show her doing something that she never did before, but another character fucking did. So, it's just like... Eventually, they gotta stop shooting themselves in the foot with this shit and be like, fuck it, we'll do a DC and just fucking throw something together. Because that's what fans want to see. Like, they're doing it now with these other shows. Like, fucking Black Widow's sister's gonna pop up on Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to do that with other shows? You can fucking do it. Stop, like, don't handicap yourself. Because that was the...
Well, why has it, like...
problem.
Why are they letting Wanda just kind of... This extremely powerful character, and everyone's like, she can figure it out. Nobody teach her. Just let her.
You know,
let her.
This was say like it came natural to her, or I don't know.
No, she didn't fully understand her powers. So.
Right? Exactly. I didn't.
Somebody in the Marvel world should have been like, it was just like the comics. They're kind of like, well, we'll just let her do whatever, and then they're like, oh shit. She can fuck
no, because like when something happens, like something. Once that lady was like, "Look, magic. You don't really understand your powers. It's magic." And you see a book that looks like one of the books from the Doctor Strange movie. You gotta go. At some point, Doctor Strange is gonna be like, you popped up on my radar. You know, you might need help, Wanda, with magic or something." I mean, he did it with fucking Loki. So what the fuck? He couldn't do it with her.
Yeah, I know. Like, isn't he supposed to like know things that are happening and like keep an eye on it? Except he didn't know about Thanos. Like, so bad writing there. Who's Thanos? You should know that shit's going on.
Like, fucking, like, that's why I was just like, fuck this shit. When I read that today, I was like, you fucking idiot. How cool would that have been if he just like swoops down and like, oh man, I'm sorry I'm late, Sam. You could have used my help. And they crack a joke. 5 fucking seconds, 10.
Would he zoomed down and said, didn't I just kick your ass a few years back? I mean, really, that's their last interaction, right?
Right. No, I'm pretty sure they interacted during fucking Tony's funeral or something, you know. Or during Avengers Endgame. But still, like, you have this ability. And they're all gonna do it. They all want to chip in. They're making a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. You know they want to fight.
Yeah.
And I tell you right now, if they don't have Fat Thor in any capacity on that fucking special, they're just the worst.
If they don't do it?
Yeah.
Him in a Santa Claus outfit?
Yeah.
Like they should do, because I mean he's gotta be in shape. He's in shape for the next movie.
Yeah.
Is he? I didn't know.
Yeah, he's in shape for the next movie.
All
I'm
right.
sure he is. Not gonna be all fat, like, come here, Jane, give me a jolly old hug.
And she's like, I have cancer, Thor. I have cancer.
Wow.
Is she from the South?
I know, it's like Natalie Portman just walked in the room, right? She's all Southern and everything. In TV news, if it's not going to get canceled, Natalie Portman loves my Southern accent of her. Invincible, if you've not watched on Amazon Prime, you are doing yourself a disservice for not watching it. It's probably one of the best, I'd say, animated shows out there, and probably one of the best like superhero TV shows. Yes. I mean, there's a lot of emotional scenes in it, which you don't typically get in superhero shows.
Cartoons too.
Yeah, in cartoons, and then just the violence that, like, this is not a. I mean, I would assume the two of you are just like I was. There are times where it's just like, fuck, that's
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Yeah, like
I
right off
don't-
the bat, you see that shit. You're like, holy
Like somebody thought of this.
yeah. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I don't get like that when I see shit like, because I know people were like making a big deal about the first episode and the end credit scene, but I do agree with you. Like that last episode where he is just fucking up his kid and the shit he was doing, and I'm just sitting there going, "Holy shit!"
Well, the subway
This is-
scene, it
Yes.
just. Well, I thought the first episode, where he dealt with in essence the Justice League,
Yeah.
like,
he fucks those dudes
brutal
up.
scenes, but the subway
Fuck,
scene,
kills
I
him.
was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like I never thought, and I was like, it makes sense. It just makes sense that you could do that with two superhuman strength people
right.
and fuck up a lot of other people.
And then
Yeah.
like, when he's in the fucking mountains and he's just like, what did he say? He goes, "You think I care? I'll wait another 17 years." I'm like, fuck. And then he's just wailing on him, and he's like, it was just fucking like you said, best cartoon, but it's the best superhero show. Period. Like you can't, because like it knocks off it checks off all the boxes. It's just awesome, man. And I'm like, fuck, I'm glad. I wanted this to come out so long ago because I remember they were trying to make it, but I'm glad it came out on Amazon Prime.
And that's what I'm
Making it-
excited about with Seth Rogen. He is really bringing a lot of these comic books that have never gotten made and giving us these content, which should allow other really good properties that people would be scared to utilize. Like,
Right.
would
We'd
you
start with Preacher, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Preacher's
saying.
what he
Would you
started
ever
with,
think
right?
we would get Preacher? I mean, even Batfleck was trying to do Preacher at one point,
Right.
but he would have never been able to pull it off. And I always thought there was going to be some interesting ways of trying to do that too.
as a movie, though, right?
Yeah, as a movie.
But see, that's the thing, though. Comic book properties don't, to me, especially some like Preacher, Invincible. It's really hard to do a movie because, like, if there's like Invincible, I have yet to read. But if watching that show, if the comic book is just like that, and you
It's supposed to
stretch
be
it out-
like word for word,
yeah,
scene for
uh,
scene, like panel for panel. It's basically like I was talking with Big Brian V, and he was saying, he was like, dude, it's amazing because it's like word for word. At least the first 3 episodes, I think that's what he's seen. He hasn't seen all of it, but he was like,
But-
dude, it is fucking spot on.
You, like I said, you just can't condense it. Anything comic book related, unless it's a graphic novel or one shot,
Yeah.
do a movie. But if it's a fucking series like that, like Doc was
Yeah.
saying, he's like, yeah, they kind of did this and that. But I'm like, fuck, even if they did that, it's 8 episodes of fucking. There's no bad episode for that
No.
first season. To me.
No. What would
And
be a
then
show, Doc, that or Joshua, both of you guys? What would be a show, a comic book you would like to see into a show, whether it's animated or live action, either one? And it seems like animated would be the way to go because it's like then you have almost no limits.
Well,
You know,
Saga. Saga, you'd have to do animated. There's no way.
Saga, yeah, because it's so far
and
out.
Brian K. Vaughan says there's probably no way that they're going to be able to make Saga. But I mean,
Saga would be good.
but it'd have to be animated.
Sure,
Because
I can
way
see
too many
that.
different creatures that you would have to be having to create.
Sure. East to West is
East
one
to
that
West
I
would be
think
good.
would be a very good one. Joshua.
I'm saying, like, if I'm thinking about it now, just by like because it wasn't it was still good live action, but fuck, it's like another interpretation or iteration of Deadly Class would be really good. Also, since we're going the route of Image Comics, I saw somebody say this. Even I didn't know this, but like they were saying, like the Savage Dragon as an adult show cartoon or like a
That would be
the live
fun,
action,
dude.
That would be fun too.
That'd be
Gen
super
13.
fun, man.
Give us a
Gen
Gen
13.
Give us
I
Wildcats.
never really saw Gen. I never really read Gen 13. I
Could
didn't
we
know.
do Irredeemable after doing Invincible?
I don't know what Irredeemable is.
You've never read Irredeemable?
It's basically a Mark Miller. I looked it up. It is Miller.
No, it's Mark Wade. Mark Wade.
It's Mark Wade? I thought
Mark
it was
Wade.
Mark Miller.
No, it's Mark Wade.
So
It's Mark
basically
Wade's
like-
idea of he wanted to do Superman and say, what happens if Superman says, fuck this place? And
Oh.
just starts murdering everybody. And then the good guys have to find the bad guys that knew how to deal with them to try to stop them.
Nice.
And
I
they're
like
not,
that.
they're not having good luck at all.
Irredeemable. Okay.
Yeah, Irredeemable.
Like, listen, we arrested you a bunch of times and fucked up your whole operation. Can you help us stop this asshole? Fuck you.
Well, as you know, it would be like if Superman decided to just fuck up a lot of shit, and they were like, "Well, we need to get Lex because Lex knew how to fuck with him, or we need to find Brainiac."
Like Superman 3?
Yeah, like we need to get everybody with him because he is just. It's a good series if you haven't read it. Again, with us talking about a lot of these other titles, you should be reading Image Comics. Like they pull no punches when it comes to their stories. These are creative owned. These like Kirkman, Brian K. Vaughan, like it's their decision on where these characters will go. So definitely, if you're into comics or getting into comics, go check out a lot of Image. There's some good stuff out there. I'm not going to take away from DC or Marvel, but
Sure.
they a lot of their characters, there is no weight into deaths for their series because they'll just do a reboot.
Image, get an app like Marvel and DC.
Exactly, I did. I got on Twitter because I was like, I love the Marvel app. But there's so many Image comics that I would rather be reading, and that's why I usually do Hoopla. Hoopla's got a lot of Image stuff on there. The most recent one
is Hoopla the one with the library card?
Yep.
I gotta renew my library
get a library card and sign up for Hoopla. It depends on your state, like how many you can. Like some people can get like 25 a month. I get 12. Some people get 3.
Whoa.
So
no, when you say 25 or 12, you mean at one time you can download 12 issues, right?
Correct. Now, what I like sometimes Hoopla, especially like when trades come out, they'll get the trades. Otherwise, you'll see single issues, and I hate burning through single issues.
Sure.
For my count of 12.
Hoopla. I'm gonna use my daughter's account because I know while she's in school, she gets she has the Hoopla app. So
it's free if you have a library card.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I gotta renew my library status once they start opening up in the city.
Like they have a lot of really good, like East of West. They've got all of East of West. If you haven't read any of that,
Great.
like we're going to talk about Jeff Lemire here in a little bit because they just dropped the trailer for Sweet Tooth. You can read all of Sweet Tooth on there.
Got spoiled.
Do what?
I got spoiled.
You'll get spoiled or what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you spoiled Sweet Tooth for me.
Oh, who did, me? No, yeah. The beginning of the fucking comic. If you would have read at least an issue or two, you would have been like, "Oh yeah, that happens." No, they got Invincible on there. So there is a lot of stuff. We make no money from it. Just reading comics, and then go support these guys that are creating these stories for you.
Shit. Oh,
All right.
that's following him. He did Black Hammer too, Jeff Lemire.
Yeah, he did. He also he did was it a Green Lantern run? That was really good.
He did, didn't he? He did do that.
I've caught a couple of his stuff. Black Hammer's really good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where
He did
that
some Animal Man. He did a Hawkeye. He did Gideon Falls.
Oh, he did
Gideon
the Old
Falls
Man.
was pretty
He did
cool.
the follow up to Old Man Logan, which was really good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He had a good run on Moon Knight.
Ah.
We're not even into our comic, but let's just get into the Sweet Tooth. Did you, class, check out the Sweet Tooth trailer?
I did not.
Oh, you did not. You should. Wow, good job.
Okay.
If you have not
I will.
read Sweet Tooth, it is our world has we've fallen ill. Like a lot of people have died, and then at the same time, when death has struck our world, these mutants that have animal connections or genes start to rise, and people are blaming them for what our world has turned into, and they're being hunted and everything else. And this little Sweet Tooth, the main character, his dad has got him on this like kind of reservation that he's living by themselves away from the world and everything, and trying to warn him that the life that you know or see is not what you're expecting, and never go out further past the trees.
Okay.
And then when unfortunate things happen to people in his life, he moves on and sees the dirty and nastiness of the world. It's actually it was being produced by Robert Downey Jr. and his wife. What is he giggling about?
I don't know. Josh was cracking up about something.
It's just like, what a dick. He's a dick. Like, he knows what he's doing too.
No, what? I didn't want to spoil it for anybody that's going to be watching it.
just fucking did it.
But what? I
But
mean,
you
how
just
did-
did.
wait. So okay, so like when his dad's like, "Hey, don't go out there. It's not safe." How the fuck do you think he's going out there? Something has to happen to his old daddy.
See what I'm saying? This how they deal with folks. What a dick. Can I ask you a question? Does that deer kid have powers?
Nope. Nobody has powers.
They just mutated people.
They're just mutated humans.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch this show now.
It's gonna be a sad show. There's some dark scenes and it's gonna be a rough show. It's not whimsically and lighthearted. No, bad shit happens to a lot of people.
Nobody wants to see depressing shit anymore.
But it should do well. Like, I'm excited to see what they do with it. Because that sound like a story that I was like, there's no way they could make a TV series on it. So we'll see.
Do you know how long the series ran for? Or is it still going?
They just relaunched a continued story. The story is done, but they did a like, now where is he at, Sweet Tooth now? And the way this, I can't get into it because then it would spoil where the story would go.
Even more.
Yeah, but life is different now for Sweet Tooth and the world because of the adventures that he went on.
He's probably got a wife and kid or something.
I don't
Give it away.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Which pretty much will tell you, I think Sweet Tooth's going to survive this series. So
Oh.
I don't think he's going to die. Now his dad, something may happen to his dad. Moving forward, an old British graphic novel from the 76, Brian Talbert's Luther Arkwright, is getting turned into a live-action TV series. A lot of like Neil Gaiman and Warren Ellis call this like kind of a catalyst to what the kind of styles that they did. So it's kind of a British multiverse spy, adult sexual, adult tones, explicit sex. So this
Is this coming out on FX or
no, they don't have a
Rated PG-13.
they don't. Yeah, it'll be a PG-13. It'll be on the CW. They don't have a place where it's going to air. They just got the rights to start working on a live-action TV series.
they got whatchamacallit. I know you spoke about it too. They just showed like the picture of it, the new Ava DuVernay comic book show, his superhero show on CW.
Oh, what does she have one?
Yeah, it's a black.
Oh, what the hell is that called? Yeah, they I forgot. They showed an image of the character.
Yeah. What's the premise of that one? Do you remember or no? Because I was like, what the fuck is this about?
Naomi? No, I've never heard of Naomi. It's a DC comic.
I don't know.
An actress from Power is going to be playing in it. Originally created by Brian Michael Bendis, who was a good writer, and David F. Walker, who does Root. Let's see. When a supernatural event shakes her hometown to the core, Naomi sets out to uncover its origins, and what she discovers will challenge everything we believe about our heroes. Her dad tells her not to go out into the woods because a bad thing. No, in the comic, the inciting incident is a battle between Superman and Mongol. But they're going to have to be changing that. So she's trying to figure out why weird shit's happening. They'll explore the journey from the small northwestern town to the heights of the multiverse. I don't see this show lasting unless people just forget about it being on the air. Oh, that's still on the air? Yep, Naomi's still on the air.
Yeah, let's see. I've seen this book in the comic shops, but
Cover didn't sell you, huh? Cover didn't sell you.
No.
Well, I don't have the DC app, so I can't read it and tell you all what it's like or if it's good or if I'm excited by it. Well, I am excited about. What's that?
Would you want to if you did have the DC app?
Yeah, I would definitely check it out, see what it's about. When I hear something is getting pitched, I like to say, is this going to be something to talk about? Is this something to invest my time? Something I am interested in investing my time is Taki Waititi is going to be set as Blackbeard in a pirate comedy. If you don't know, he's done shows like What We Do in the Shadows, Jojo Rabbit.
Wasn't and he did the movie first, then the show, doc?
Yeah, that's correct. He did What We Do in the Shadows, and then he produced and wrote the excellent TV show. I feel like that show is.
Whoa. He was also in another superhero movie, sir.
As far as I'm not sure if he was in anything else.
He was in the Ryan Reynolds awesome superhero movie Green Lantern.
I can't remember that. I only saw that once at the drive-in, and I was like, again, how did he marry Blake Lively? Because they had no chemistry on the in the movie, and somehow they figured out how to make Ryan Reynolds not funny. And then if you're telling me this genius of a man was in the movie too, who's extremely funny, and I can't remember him. Was he the Raj character or whatever that guy was supposed to be? I don't know.
Anyway, yes, he was in the awesome Green Lantern movie as well with Ryan Reynolds. Now,
the Green Lantern movie, yeah. Rouse Darby, who, if you've not seen Flight of the Conchord or even the original, What We Do in the Shadows is going to be this. It's going to be based loosely on the character Stede Bonnet and his real life adventures on the seas. So I see this as a really kind of in the lieu of What We Do in the Shadows, just like absurd, funny, over the top, Jackie Daytona kind of thing going on. I'm excited for it.
So wait, so like this is a character, so because he's playing, so he is playing Blackbeard, right? Blackbeard,
and they say he's going to do like a crazy over the top Blackbeard.
But this character, the main character of the show, is like I thought this was like a fucking sailor type show where it's like
it's about a moderately wealthy landowner who turns to the pirate life, traveling the eastern seaboard with his crew on their revenge, capturing or burning other vessels, and then we'll have to be dealing with Blackbeard.
Oh man, I literally can't wait to see how this fucking plays out.
Oh, it's gonna be absurd. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. Oh no, it's Waititi is supposed to be directing the pilot episode, and this is gonna be on HBO Max. So they've been doing
boobs and cursing.
What?
Boobs and cursing.
Yeah, that's we'll definitely get cursing. We may get some boobies. We'll have to see. But yes, as you expressed to me, he was in a movie called Green Lantern, but now HBO Max series is going to be getting their own Green Lantern series. And we now know who our Guy Gardner is going to be. American Horror Story, the show that seems to have a good idea, and then by the 7th or 8th episode, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The actor Finn Wittrock is going to be playing the Guy Gardner version of it.
Let's take a look at this guy.
They should have just fucking got. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I don't think they realize what they just did right now.
He needs to be. I hope they put red hair on that motherfucker. Because
first of all, red hair. He needs to be more muscular.
He can dye his hair. He can lift a little more weight.
Little chili bowl haircut.
Especially when you're wearing that outfit and showing those guns.
That. They could have got like a no name actor. Well, he is a no name.
He is a no name actor. You all had to look him up.
No, I knew who he was when I saw his face. I was like, oh, he's the guy on American Horror Story that I stopped. That was the season I stopped watching American.
Which one was that?
Freak Show.
Which one was he?
He was the rich kid that was like a killer. Like he was crazy.
Oh, he was the one taking over for the
serial killer clown, I guess.
Did he play a gay character on it? Because everyone plays a gay character on American Horror Story.
I don't think so.
Okay.
He was just a weird serial killer.
Did he not use it for anything else? Because typically, yeah, he was in the 1984 episode also, and he was in Roanoke. He was in a bunch of them. He's been in Hotel. He's been in Roanoke. Yeah, and he's in the double feature coming up.
I don't know. I stopped watching after Freak Show. I stopped watching during Freak Show. So,
well, yeah. After she goes to Hollywood, you pretty much just be like, "Yep, they gave up. They don't know what to do." I think the first one is the only one that they like, hey, we have a whole story, and this is how we're gonna end.
Nah, Coven was good. Coven
Which
was
one?
good because Coven, the third one, Coven.
Coven? No,
Yeah.
Coven was bad. Coven had great characters. They had no story. If you go back and watch that, no, they had no story.
Because you
They
know
didn't know
what
it was random shit happening.
Yeah, because it was random witches with the base story that the Jessica Lange's character was an asshole. And the only thing I'll give you is they kind of fucked up with Angela Bassett's character because I feel like they could have did more with her. But like I said, when I watched the first season, I was like, oh, this is a good season. I'm excited. Then whatever the fuck he did with the second season, I don't know what the fuck that was about. But then Coven brought it back up where people were like, oh, this shit's good. And I just lost interest during Freak Show. And then I heard horrible, horrible things with the exception of Apocalypse. I heard Apocalypse is fine. Everything else just sucks.
Oh, well, the election is the worst. It's just
Yeah.
the worst. It's just like everything you saw on TV and in the internet, people complaining about the election, most of that episode. Oh, it was bad.
Seasons. I'm saying episodes.
Season, sorry. But if you're wondering what the Green Lantern will be about, the series of narrative is expected to span decades and galaxies, beginning on Earth in 1941 with the very first Green Lantern, the secretly gay FBI agent Alan Scott, and 1984 with Guy Gardner and half-alien Bree Jarda. Along the way, they're going to be encountering a number of both new and familiar lanterns.
Wait, so let me get this straight. This is like an anthology type
Yes.
series?
Yep.
What happened to like the premise of like a fucking Lethal Weapon meets
Nope.
superhero?
That was the movie that they were talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I thought that was gonna. Once they was like, "Oh, we're gonna go with the show," it's gonna
It
be.
sounds
based on-
like they're just going to tell different Green Lantern stories because there's so many characters. You can easily do that.
Oh,
It's kinda
fuck,
cool.
This is gonna fall.
two totally different reactions on it. That's kind of cool. Josh was like, fuck this.
Nah, because you know what it is.
Oh, shit.
You can do a Green Lantern. Like, why is it so hard to say, "Hey, we're just gonna do this," and then we're gonna create things around it? Like, why do a fucking thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna show one decade where I didn't even know Alan Scott was gay, so that's
Well, secretly gay.
secretly gay. We're gonna do that because I was like, no, and then it's like, oh, 1984. I didn't know when was Guy Gardner Earth's
He was
Green
bef-
Lantern at one point?
he was before like the main one, right?
No, I was under the impression
He ended up like he came around in the 60s, I think. And Hal Jordan was already the Green Lantern.
Yeah,
and
that's why I was like,
Because
Now, don't forget, the
what
guy
episode.
running this one, Berlante, was the co-writer of the Green Lantern movie.
Okay.
He-
Guy
you know-
Gardner's first appearance was like Green Lantern, I think like 60 or something.
why would they rehire the guy who wrote? Like I
Because
said, I don't
he's
have-
in charge of all the DC TV shows. He's producing them all, like Titans and Doom Patrol, which Doom Patrol is really good.
Damn, I
Apparently
was
working
close.
on a
Green
Bruce
Lantern
Code.
number 59. I
Oh.
said 60. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean,
I had
that's
to pat
just
myself
how.
on the
Yeah, that's good, man. You went off by one.
back. I don't know shit about Avengers apparently, but like Green Lanterns, I'll be all right.
But I just fuck, man. I don't like the sound of this, man. I just thought when they cast the kid, I was like, oh, so it's gonna be Gardner, fucking Hal. Even that kid doesn't even look like Guy Gardner. He looks like the other one, the one that comes after Hal. That he becomes like
Kyle Rayner. He
Yeah,
looks more like Kyle Rayner than he does
Color.
Hal Jordan.
So I'm just like, oh fuck, man. I think I hate to say it, boys, but I think they're gonna kill Green Lantern before he comes. They fucked that up if that's how they're gonna go with it. But I'll still watch because I like Green Lantern. That's one of my favorite DC characters. So
It's cool.
Characters.
I said characters.
I feel like you dropped the S there. I really do.
No.
In video game news, Sony has filed a patent for an AI that will play your games and then possibly judge
Where'd you go?
Did we lose you?
Yeah, for
No.
a second.
How the fuck does he not catch? Shut up! Don't say anything.
No.
So the whole point of this is maybe this could help Joshua in the future when he doesn't want to blitz. He could just set it up and the game will play for him without him really having to do anything.
Yeah, we
Like, but like,
have
what's
that
the-
problem in my game.
But
We
I
have
mean,
that problem.
why would you? That's the whole point of playing a game is for you to accomplish task.
Right.
Now I can understand if you don't want to do something like with World of Warcraft where you're just mining for crap and you don't want to spend the time doing that and let your computer do it. But I mean, if you're playing the game, you want to play the game.
Sometimes stuff is just menial. Like it's just like time consuming. Because I can tell you right now, if I didn't have sim blitz on my game, I'd be blitzing for like an hour and a half every rotation.
Oh my god!
So like what you're saying, that's cool, but in my game, it's a problem. So even if I was able to do that, they'd be like, "Oh, he's cheating." So you understand?
Yes, I do.
So, but like for a menial task, that's fun. That's cool. I would appreciate that.
So what it's going to do is it's going to see how you play, your gaming habits, your play style, decision-making process, and then will simulate the player's gaming habits on a platform of your choice is really what it's going to be able to do. I don't know. I don't feel like why would I want my game to play for itself?
I mean, like I said, for like mining for gold or just.
I mean, unless there is there are games where I have stopped playing because I was like, "Fuck this! I can't beat the fucking Valkyrie. I'm not fucking." So if I wanted to just send.
I beat the Valkyrie.
No, because I found the Valkyrie way too early in the fucking game, and I'm like, "Why am I here if I can't fucking beat her? Because I don't have any of the armor or abilities that I need to. You don't give me this access if I can't fucking beat her."
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're supposed to gather up everything you need, then come back and beat her, like I did.
Don't give me the room. Why are you allowing me to walk in the room
because it's what RPG have you ever played that you fucking walk into an area where you're not supposed to be in and the guy kills you in 3 hits? It happens. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but the same game is I can't unlock certain areas of Valhalla, can I? Until I do a certain item.
Yeah, but other things you don't do a certain item.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because some of those Valkyries I came across and I was like, oh shit, I didn't do it in the right order, but I still fought them and I beat them. And I beat the queen. So don't talk shit because you can't do it.
I wasn't talking shit. I'm just saying. I beat the game and said, fuck the Valkyries. I don't need to fucking platinum this fucking game.
I did.
Along with that, remember we were talking about the news that Discord may be getting bought by Microsoft, so they go a different direction, and now Sony is going to be integrating it into PlayStation. So they're going to be bringing the Discord chat. So remember, if you want to join us on our Discord, because nobody has, follow the link below, go to it, have some chats. We'll try to be on, because we don't know what it is. We're too old, I guess. We're not with the kids today. We're just
you are. You don't get it. I explained it to you.
But you're never on there.
Are you on there, Joshua?
I am on there. I'm in the group chat.
I'm going to Discord right now, and let's see if you do not get on there, Joshua. Let me see if you're on there.
Discord. I'm on here.
I bet Kennedy.
Oh, Kennedy sent something on the 1st. That's the last time it just says on the 1st. I'm here. That's the last time I see anything posted.
I got a text message with somebody wearing headlock gear shirt class.
There, May 3rd. I just sent something. You did?
Yeah.
From who?
A good friend of the. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, okay. All right. She's cool though. That one's cool.
Yeah, she is good.
So yeah, as of 9:52 today, class is in it. Kennedy instantly responded. Oh, there's fucking Joshua. Told you not to get on. I knew you weren't fucking on.
There we go.
That's the thing, though. I get notifications. Like I told you, my Marvel Strike Force obsession is Discord. So.
Well, there
Excellent.
We go. We updated it for the month. Last time anyone had talked was April 1st. So now it's May. We could wait until June.
It's gonna be May.
Tomorrow, May the 4th.
Finally, the last story of the show. And a couple weeks back, there was a huge event in Lincoln, Nebraska. And apparently started last year around the beginning of COVID. A guy created a Facebook group looking to fight every Josh out there, and so the fight occurred. I think it was there was like 500 or something people there, and
There's
the
a whole
whole
named Joshua?
yeah, everyone named Josh.
Josh.
Oh, Josh.
And so, and I was wondering with our own Joshua, just remove and then why he didn't go, and his response was, my name's not Josh, it's Joshua.
Is Joshua.
But it is, I mean, really, you can go by Josh, right? Like if somebody said, hey, Josh, you were just
Nah,
right? Or do you
I'm not-
just ignore them?
I'm not that tight. But when I introduce myself, my name is Joshua. I don't go, I'm Josh. I say, Joshua, nice to meet you. So my name is Joshua. Okay?
Hello, Joshua.
All right, Martin?
I go by Marty and Martin, so
All right, McFly.
like, so if they start a fight for all Martys, Marty McFly is going to be there, buddy.
All right, Marty.
Marty! 1 point.
What is the deal with Josh? Like, what is his name Josh, or he just does not like people named Josh?
No, it was just like, I think it was just like a funny thing he did on Facebook.
Yeah, he was bored and he said, we should do a fight to find out who the one true Josh is. And it was this little like 5-year-old that won, little Josh. Because I guess what it is you had like the noodles.
Yeah.
And if you got hit, you got removed. And this little tiny 5-year-old was nobody. I mean, one, you're not going to take it, dude. I would.
First of all, number one,
He'd be number one.
I know.
This wasn't fucking like role models that LARP fucking thing. They were hitting each other a continuous amount of times with those fucking wet noodles. So it wasn't like one hit, you're dead.
Yeah, no, they were banging the shit out of them.
I think they just did this
American Gladiator style.
Yeah, I think they just did it to do it, and that kid, because apparently I think that kid had a speech impediment or something.
How could you tell if he wasn't talking?
I that's what they said. They was like, oh, the kid is, was a speech impediment. They just wanted, I don't fucking know. It was stupid, and I'm not. It's not my cup of tea. I'll just say it like that, Because my friends at work were like, "You would totally do that." I was like, "No, I don't want to be around people I don't know."
So yeah, so it's obvious. There's more to this story that he's perturbed by than just me bringing it up. Multiple people apparently have.
No, because like, what happened? I was in a group chat and somebody mentioned it, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm not going because my name is Joshua." And then at work, they showed it on the news. It was on the nightly news, and they were like, "You would do some stupid shit like that." I'm like, "No, I don't want to be around people I don't know." Just because you have the same name as me, I want to hang out with you? Fuck out of here. Like,
I get that.
So,
all
fuck
right.
off, Josh.
Well, then, as we bring the show to a close, class, what did you learn this week?
What did I learn? I learned that being on here puts me in a better mood. When
Excellent. We like to hear.
So,
we'll find out the
I
story
needed that.
off the air.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm pretty sure.
I thought we were already kind of seeing it in the text messages.
Yeah,
No, we only just saw one text message. I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. It went
That's
from
what
one-
I know.
know.
We can tell somebody's never in a real committed relationship or out of a committed relationship and having to deal with that same person.
Yeah.
You need to shut the fuck up, Doc.
I'm committed. I haven't. Well, what? I don't know.
Spoilers.
All right, so class is in a better mood now. Whoa, we just lost everything. Joshua, now can we? What did you learn today?
I learned that I can't fucking keep this goddamn iPad up straight.
My favorite was when he used to do those digital backgrounds, and it would do that, and it just looked like he was falling. Like, ah.
I learned that LeBron James has really, really, really thin ankles or something. I don't know.
Well, isn't he like 35 or something?
He's 36 years old. So you mean to tell me the guy who's never been hurt before his whole entire fucking career is like, I don't think I can play basketball this year because I got a high ankle sprain. Like,
No, he's getting out for Hollywood. He's
no, I don't think so. No, his legacy is like, I want to be better than Jordan, which he'll never be. But he wants to win rings. But you do, I know you noticed this where it was like, oh, before it was not a problem with the play-in tournament, but now that you're hurt, your other fucking Monstars hurt too, and your team's not that great. Now all of a sudden, the playing is bullshit, and I don't think I'm gonna play because my high ankle sprain. I'm like, wow, you just lost another point. Jordan is better. There you go.
I know Jordan played with like the flu, didn't he? And put up like 40 or 50 points or something.
Yeah.
But still, it's like a high ankle sprain. He's been out. He played like 6.
Well, you were calling it on Twitter, like that's not an injury you just quickly come back from. And he was talking about like, I'll be back in a couple weeks or something, right?
No, it went from I'm hurt. I'm devastated when the injury happened. I'm like, dude, you sprained your ankle. Like, you should be fine within 2 weeks. Then they're like, oh, he's going to be out for an extended period of time. I'm like, for a fucking high ankle sprain, either it's not a high ankle sprain or he's just frail. And then all of a sudden his team's starting to play bad without him. And then Anthony Davis comes back. And he's not playing well. Now all of a sudden the play-in tournament is, why do we have to do that? Somebody needs to be fired for that. But then last year he's like, oh man, it's so cool that all these teams can fight for a spot. I think it's awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing them play for it, but not my team because my team's in the number 2 spot. So it's just fucking hilarious. And you're just like, I guess the one thing people are looking forward to is Lakers versus Warriors, because you got one guy declining and you got the other guy playing out of his fucking mind. So Steph Curry versus LeBron to just get into the playoffs will probably be bigger than the NBA Finals.
So interesting.
So we'll see.
All right.
But a high ankle sprain, that's been hindering him. I'm sorry. How many people have sprained their ankle and just been fine like 3 days later, regardless if they're an athlete or non-athlete?
Usually they go through you usually go through major like rehabilitation, like 24 hours, like where they're constantly working on you to get back into. But he doesn't want to work that hard anymore.
You hear about that in NFL a lot when someone's like, oh, someone had a high ankle sprain. They're going to be out like 2 to 3 weeks. And that third week comes and they're like, oh, they said a little early. It's going to be more like, 6 to 8 weeks. And it's like, what the fuck? It was, and they talk about the severity of how, an ankle sprain as opposed to, yeah. And then you see them on the bike just pedaling away and shit. And it's like,
I'll be honest with you, Chief. I have not heard someone being out for a high ankle sprain in the NFL. I've heard guys leaving a game for a high ankle sprain and then they come back to it. But that's why I was like, how the fuck did this guy high ankle sprain and he's out for this long?
Yeah. I'm trying to think who I had on my fantasy football team last year that had a high ankle sprain. I forgot who. I don't know if I can remember who it was, but yeah, he was out, and I was like, oh, he'll come back in like a couple weeks, and then that time came, and they're like, he's still out, and I was like, what the fuck? Or it's like, yeah, he's ready to go, and then
Christian McCaffrey
in that 3 weeks, and then maybe was it McCaffrey that was out? Well, he had injury after injury.
Yeah, there you go, a guy who's riddled with injuries, as opposed to this guy who's played fucking more basketball games than fucking most people in their entire span of fucking the NBA careers, and a high ankle sprain takes him out. And I'm just like, I call bullshit. Like, something's up. I don't think it's what you're saying. I think he's just like, oh shit, it's not looking good for me to be as dominant as I was going to be last year. Because let's be honest, he got gifted a fucking championship. Now he's about to
make a lot of money on Looney Tunes or whatever that shit is.
I'll put money that's going to be fucking bomb. But I just think he's just like, I don't have my best chance to win. I'm leaving. I'm limping out.
Here's the great thing is with it really kind of going to HBO Max and then the movie theaters, like it could still bomb, but it doesn't. There's no true way. Versus if it went to the theaters and did no money. I mean, there's got to be
like this.
There's got to be more. Millennials are gonna go see it because they're the only ones that are super excited for Space Jams.
Mortal Kombat, the one that just got made, had a good first week, right?
Yeah.
Second week, it got beat out by an anime movie.
Well, no, the first week it came out the same. I think the anime came out the same time, and they were neck and neck, and then the anime keeps going up.
Yeah,
Demon Slayer.
So, and I'll be honest with you, HBO Max, that movie coming out on HBO Max saved it. Because if that would have came out in the movie theaters,
no. But I'm interested to see where the story's going to go. Like I want a sequel. I know there's talks of a trilogy on this.
I was hearing there was going to be like up to 4 of them.
They signed the one guy to 4 movies, I think. Yeah.
Right? like someone pointed out on Twitter, just because you sign a movie deal doesn't mean the movie's going to get made.
No, that's true.
And then-
Yes.
So
But he signed to
think that-
commit that if they do make them, he has to be there.
and,
It sounds like they'll at least do a sequel.
I honestly,
Because we have to have the tournament. It was to set up the tournament.
Yeah,
You're right.
No,
but-
there'll be a sequel. I guarantee
All right,
it.
we'll see.
I
I
guarantee
just
it.
Doc can rub it in my face if they.
Mortal Kombat did better than Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Ah, Jesus.
Did better than Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Jack Snyder.
Jack Snyder's.
Jack Snyder's.
That's what you have to
Zack
drink to watch the Justice League movies. Some
Jack Snyder.
some Jack Snyder with some Coke.
You just hate that movie.
It's better than the Whedon one. I will definitely
Okay,
say that.
I appreciate. Thank you.
Is it the best superhero movie ever? Like some people will attest to. Fuck no.
No, but it's better than what we had our first interaction with.
Is it worse than Catwoman? No. Catwoman's really bad.
All right.
Yeah,
It's one of the best DC movies.
what Catwoman?
No,
Oh.
no, the new Justice League.
Yeah, that bar's set really fucking low. Like,
I mean, come on.
Shut up, man.
no, it's
I
not. No. Is it better? Because Nolan's Batmans are way better.
Those are good. Those are good.
They're
Yeah,
good.
those are
That's
good.
it? Mm.
Yeah, I liked him.
I learned this week that my feelings towards Chris Class and his movie watching, which I know is very small, is dropping.
You know what I learned this week? I learned that Doc is a tease. When he actually got on a date to go see fucking Scott Pilgrim, and then doesn't look up. First of all, tells me the wrong week, and then second of all says, "Oh yeah, it's not even in any AMC theaters in Louisville." So,
Well, no, I'm not a tease. AMC didn't show the fucking movie in Louisville.
you teased me because you said,
No, but we could
It's
watch
gonna happen.
the Fantastic Five and Demon Slayer, but God forbid we get a better audio recut of Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
God,
Probably one of the best comic book movies ever made.
Yeah.
And the one in Louisville, which doesn't want to update its seating, doesn't want to fuck that one. Joshua knows
Pump
my
the
hate
brakes.
for that
Pump the
AMC
brakes.
theater.
Pump the brakes there, Chief. Demon Slayer is a very good fucking.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying the fact that you chose that, you chose the showing a bunch of old ass, Fast and Furious movies. You just had to put it on once. That's all we're asking.
Listen, Chief. We're in a pandemic, so they got to go.
We're at the end of a pandemic.
Shh,
And then
don't
I see
jinx
on
it.
Twitter,
Don't
everybody's
jinx
like,
it.
man, it was amazing. I loved it. I just wanted to re-support Edgar Wright in that movie because it just didn't do well at the box office, and it's undeserving of that.
No, it didn't. Oh man.
So, yeah. So, class, how can we learn more about you?
on Instagram, Craven the Toy Hunt, and on Craven Toy Hunt on Twitter. I need to get better about that, but definitely go to YouTube, follow Craven the Toy Hunt on my weekly toy hunt videos. I'm trying to get a little more interactive. I put everything in so I can start streaming live. Apparently, you had to apply for it or something on YouTube. And I got it. I don't know. Maybe I was just fucking it up.
Yeah, every other service is like, yeah, sure, fine, go ahead live. And YouTube's like, you sure you want to do
Not
that?
so much.
You
Yeah.
you guys do a lot of videos where you walk around and shooting people in the head. We need to make sure you wait 24 hours if you're going to do something like that.
Yeah, I guess I thought about that.
Seems like buying. Yeah, it seems like it's like buying a gun. Like, you sure you want to go live? Because bad things happen when you go live.
Yeah, for them.
Do what?
Yeah, so I don't know.
No,
But if you want to see what's a little sneak preview on my new video that's going to be dropping next week, look behind me. So
I literally can't wait to go to his house to just be like, where the fuck do you put all this shit at?
I was looking at it the other day and I was like, it's ridiculous. I need to start having Craven the toy seller.
Yeah,
That's what I need to start doing.
like every episode, you're buying at least 5 to 6 figures at $20 a pop. I would say, right? If not
Yeah.
more.
Sometimes, yeah.
'Cause I'm thinking about,
sometimes I don't even show.
Right, so it's like,
everything.
where does he have the room, and how does he have the money for this?
Well, he's a nurse. So
Yeah, I gotta.
True. So, hey, everybody out there, please stay sick out in the Indiana, Jeffersonville, Clarksville, New Albany area.
The water heater just went out. So,
Yes.
Kraven the Toy Hunt may be on pause for a couple of weeks.
No, you could still
It was under
go and go.
warranty.
You could still go and go. I could have bought that. That was
Yeah,
nice.
would've
fuck that.
been
You don't want
nice.
to do
Or,
shows where
hey, I'm
wanna
going to show you where I'm
buy
going to hide this.
stuff.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
if he did
take.
some shit like that, I would fuck with him. I'd be like, I come right. But and he's like, what the fuck? Who took my shit, man? And I'll just pop out of nowhere like, I got it.
Joshua, how can they learn more about you?
Yeah, if you want to see me like tweet about LeBron James' injury and making fun of him, you can follow me at Green Eyed Bebop on Twitter. And if you want to see me post pictures of my lovely new kitchen appliances that I got for a year and never used until yesterday, you can follow me at Instagram at Green Eyed Bebop as well.
He got himself a Ninja air fryer.
Nice.
I was gifted one because I house it for a friend, dog sit, and she had it in the box. And I was just like, "Can I open your fucking air fryer?" She's like, "Yeah, I don't fucking care." And I started using it, and it was like a 5-in-1, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I love this thing!" And she got stuck during the COVID pandemic in another country, so I had to help her get back. And I was just like, "You're welcome." And one day she's like, "Hey, I got a present for you. Come downstairs." And it was the fucking air fryer, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
How'd you help her get back when she's stuck in another country? Damn,
I had to pay
Taken.
for her.
motherfucker's taking over here.
I had to pay for her ticket back. So she was like, "Can you help me out?" I was like, "Sure."
Damn. Okay, financially, all right. I thought
Yeah,
you, like, you
so-
know,
No,
you had a certain set of skills.
No. You guys wouldn't know about that. Anyway, so yeah, I was just like so ecstatic, but I had already an air fryer in this house already, and I was just like, "Fuck! I can't wait for this thing to break." And 1 year later, broken, and I'm like, "Yes."
Hey,
Dang.
class, can I ask you a question? How many
Of
people have
course.
you gone over to their house and just started opening up random boxes and just like, hey, oh, look.
Did you not listen to it? I was dog sitting for her. I was in her house. And I would tell her, I was like, "Hey, you have this air fryer here. Can I use it?" Because
I just see him like this, like,
that's
exactly.
exactly
I can make some food if I just open this. Hey, girl, do you mind if I open that box and fry me up
Ooh.
some
yeah.
That's
chicken
not
wings?
the first time.
I could put in
Yeah,
French
hey,
fries
girl,
at the
let me-
same time. I could even
let me
maybe
open up that
throw in
box.
a little pizza.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I haven't made a pizza in it, but dude, I was like, "This is if you have an air fryer, you know what I'm talking about."
I have an air fryer. That's why I know what you're talking about.
I didn't know.
You can make a
Did
pizza in an air fryer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
throw
make
it,
a
yeah.
cake.
What?
Yeah.
A cake? I knew you could make
Yeah.
like fried food. I didn't know you could do that.
There's all
Dude,
kinds of
there's
stuff.
all sorts of shit you could do with that. So, and it's easy.
Ah.
It's like a better version of a microwave. That's what I think of.
Yeah,
it.
because shit's crispy.
It is. It's
Yeah.
crispy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's,
Not
it's
real
less
greasy like
time
you
than
deep-fried
doing it, baking it, or something like that.
Yeah, this
Right.
one, I funny story. I was staying with said friend during the pandemic because of my grandmother, and she didn't know how to use it, so I'm showing her how to use it. And I'm like, "Yo, you can bake or roast a chicken."
Girl, let
She
me open
makes-
that box for you again. I'll show you.
Yeah, no, it was
Giggity,
already out the
giggity.
box. But the fucking she roasts a chicken, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "See, and you wanted this fucking thing to just stay in the box all this time? Like,
Damn.
amazing."
How'd you
I
learn how
wish
to
I-
use this, Joshua? You're gonna make someone a good wife.
You don't have to learn how to use it. You just open it up, you throw shit in, you didn't even push a button,
that
and then it
easy?
goes beep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
Yo,
I
brother,
burn
seriously.
water, man.
I mean, it has
Wow.
little indicators where you can pick what you want, and you can.
Wow.
The other thing great about it is if you go and get fast food
Uh-huh.
and you've got leftovers, throw that shit in there. It'll reheat it just like it was nearly fresh. Because microwave
Yeah.
Ooh.
fucks fries up. You do not
Yeah,
put
yeah.
fries in a microwave. It stiffens them up and it's good to go. Yes. So
Yeah.
Nice. I usually
and
I'll throw mine on 350 and like throw shit on like a cookie sheet and like do it like that if I reheat food and like that's a great idea.
you're like
That's
a
great option.
Let
caveman
me-
class.
Let me be honest with you, class. You get an air fryer, and it makes you want to be a better cook because that's how it happened to me. Like I was just like,
Really?
I got the air fryer, and I was like, you know what? Let me start doing other stuff. And now I use the fucking oven. I use the stove. Like it just makes you want to like prepare.
Wow.
Yeah. So go ahead, bro.
Hmm.
If you could get one, go on the fucking hunt, man, for a fucking air fryer.
Craving the air fryer.
There you go.
So, guys,
I got one.
if you're interested in Joshua's going to be working on his YouTube Cook with the Air Fryer with Joshua Carabello. Or Josh.
Nice.
Cooking with Josh, I think would be a good one. Cooking with Josh.
That's a good one.
Ballo. You fucking, not Bello, Ballo.
Ballo.
Fucking last night already. I've been your friend for God knows how long.
Caraballo.
Right? Rich son.
He's calling you Josh Carabello.
Yeah, I was calling you Josh.
Yeah, I know. I heard
Joshua.
Your name, Josh.
Caraballo.
You heard me. I said Josh.
All right, you fake ass Christopher Walken.
Well, I'm my real Christopher Walken. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Big
you should
Natalie
do that.
Portman
You should
talks
really-
like this. I'm Natalie Portman. And, I'm tired of making these movies.
When the fuck
You
did she
should-
play a Southern Belle?
She didn't.
I know. It's like one time on this
Wow.
show, he does an accent of, and I'm like, this person sounds like an angry black man. And he's like, I don't fucking know.
I don't
But he nails
stereotype.
a Kennedy and he nails a Joshua.
Oh, I know
He's great at
Kennedy.
those.
I hate the
Yeah.
fact that you say he nails me. Like, fuck you.
I think they're both pretty good.
Like if you heard it, you'd be like, "That sounds like Joshua."
No, it does. I try to guy every time he does me. I'm like, he's doing Cartman.
That's what I hear when I'm listening to you as we play video games. Is that voice? So I'm sorry that is how.
But that one time I was like, I wear shorts.
Yeah, look at me with my chicken legs. Look at you with your shorts on.
So people don't know this, but like
I've got good sized legs. What are they talking about?
every time he was on, at one point I would get on Xbox, I would just send him random voice. I did this to class too. I would just send random voice messages. It would be like,
Hey, look at me! I'm playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
That's what I would
But
get.
the best part is like one day I'm at home or working at work. I see you have a notification on fucking Facebook Messenger. It's a voice message from him, and I press play, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Josh," and I fucking start crying, laughing because I'm like, "Oh god."
All right, well, you can follow us on the Frackin' Nerds, our YouTube channel, our Instagram channel. Sometimes I appear live with Craven the Hunt over there, the Craven the Toy Hunt on
I
his.
look forward to the next unboxing so I could be on it, so I can make fun of Doc.
So he goes, well, no, I mean, the funny thing is like, as soon as he's like, I'm going to go on at 8. And I was like, I got to drive home. There's no way I'm going to get on this fucking thing. I go on, and I get on, and he's like, man, I'm done. That's it. Thanks for watching.
I was on 45 minutes.
I know you
Yeah,
were.
I
I got
saw
to drive
that.
home. I have to go home. Like,
Yeah, I get it. He got on, and like everyone is built, like, and everyone's unpacked.
Yeah.
I was like, well, we're about to sign off, and I was like, you're leaving? I was like, we can talk. Let's hang
We
out.
did, we talked.
talked for like another 10 minutes.
yeah, you might have gotten some new viewers because I noticed some people that I know were watching the live thing. So I think we probably need to do a
Oh,
little
very
more of these
cool.
live things just to get them. So
I'm
remember, if you like this show, you like listening to it, subscribe, follow. If you like Chris Class, which we all love Chris Class, go check out his
Oh,
show.
Not everybody.
Which, there's always people out there. I mean, there's people that don't like me either. So there's
I mean,
a lot,
that's okay.
probably a lot more than with you. I mean, if people like me, they would still be on the show. So,
That's why
Go.
I was late to the show today.
so yes, and if you want to see what I say on Twitter, go to Doc_Martin. So, yeah. So for Class over there who craves that hunt all the way over in Indiana, Josh over there on the East Coast. This is Doc Martin saying, when the camera comes to me, have a frackin' good week.